Hello students, so welcome back to the video again. Now, so in the previous video there are some of the adjustment that I have to make here. Yes, so in the previous video this particular, this 7c, okay, according to these questions, the equation that I've made there in the end, it is absolutely right. If you want to check, you just put the value of x is equals to -2 and y equals to -3 here. If it's satisfied, then the equation that you derived, that you have acquired, that is correct. If not, then it is wrong. So when I just put the value here, x equals to -2 and y equals to -3, it will just satisfy the equation. So according to this equation, this equation is correct. So actually in the book the slope was given, I think, 3/4. So in that case you just replace the slope 4/3/4 and then do according to that. Okay, so just to mention this quite a bit. Yes, some itchy problems here. Yes, I just copied the wrong slope here. Yes, slightly, here and there. So you got the point. Okay, so without any further delay, let's go into the next questions. Next number, that is we have did up to 7a and c. Yes, 7a and c. Now let's move on to the number 8. Okay, so to remind you again, we are in the we are in the optional math coordinate geometry of angles between any two lines. So this is exercise 8.1. So we have just continuing these short questions. Now we have just finished up to 7a and c. A and c I have done. The remaining you have to do by yourself. And let's move on to the number 8 without any further delay. Okay, so I'm going to rub this all. Okay, let's move on to the number 8. So you have to find the equation of a straight line that passes through the point 2, 3 and parallel to the line x minus 2y minus 2 equals to 0. So it can be done in two ways. Okay, so it can be done in two ways. So I'll try to make you clear with this figure. Okay, so there is a one line, x minus 2y is equals to x minus 2y minus 2 equals to 0. So this line is parallel to another line which passes through the point 2, 3. Okay, so for that thing you have to find the value of you have to find the equation of this line. Okay, so it can be done in two ways. So the first thing, it can be done in two ways. The first thing is just by supposing the slope, this one, let's suppose this slope has m1 slope and this slope be m2. Then after this you can do by the following that we have done in the number 7 also. Okay, you can do in that following ways. So you can see here, so x minus 2y minus 2, yes, line we have x minus 2y minus 2 equals to 0. So this slope of this line will be minus coefficient of x we have 1, minus coefficient of y we have minus 2, that is 1/2. So this line and this line are parallel. So in that case what you do is, since lines are parallel, in those case m1 is equals to m2. m1 must be equals to m2, so that is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so in that case, if the lines are parallel, then their slopes will be equal. So if m1 is 1 by 2, if the slope of first line is 1 by 2, then the slope of second line, which we have considered the slope of second line by m2, that is also 1 by 2. That will also be 1 by 2 since the lines are parallel. So in that case, now here m2 1 by 2, yes. So you got the point through which the line passes through, yes, and also you got the slope of that line. Now after that, after getting slope and after any points, if you got any points and you also got the slope of that line, now you can easily find the equation of line as, now equation of line passing through 2 3 and having slope m2 is equals to 1 by 2 is given by mistake, y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. So you just put the value, okay, y minus y1, so y1 will be this 3 and m2 we have 1 by 2, x we have x1 we have 2. Now you further simplify this. 2 times y minus 3 is equals to x minus 2, or 2y minus 3, 2y minus 6, 2 times 3 6 is equals to x minus 2, or x minus 2, let's move to the other side, minus 2y plus 6 equals to 0, or x minus 2y plus 4 equals to 0. So this will be the required equation of this line. And if you want to do so this is one way you can do it, okay. You can just continuing the similar method from 7 number, or the most easiest way that I would like to follow you, that the most easiest way and the most convenient way is that, suppose this is the line we have, x minus 2y minus 2 equals to 0, okay, this is the line. Now in parallel case, this portion remains the same, okay. In parallel case, this portion remains the same, only the constant number will change. So the lines parallel to this, okay. So in whatever equation is that, if something is parallel to some other line, these two portions remain same on the other line also, if the lines are parallel, okay. So x minus 2y minus 2 is equals to 0 is this one line, and the line parallel to this, line parallel to I is given by, so this must be same in case of parallel lines. So this must be same, x minus 2y, we have to write only the constant terms get interchanged, okay. Not interchanged, only constant terms get different values. So here is minus 2, you can write here k, since we don't know the value of k here. So the lines parallel to I is given by x minus 2y plus k equals to 0. Let's suppose this is line 2. Since this line 2 is the this line, okay, this line 2 is this line, and this line line 2 passes through 2 3. Since line 2 passes through 2 3, since line 2 passes through 2 3, then since 2 3 passes through this line, the point 2 3 lies in this line, what you can do is just substitute the value of x. X will be x minus 2y plus k equals to 0 is the equation of line S2, and 2 3 passes through this equation 2. Now you can substitute the value of x by 2 and y by 3. 2 minus 2 into y, we have 3 plus k equals to 0. 2 minus 2 3 is 6 plus k equals to 0. This becomes minus 4 plus k equals to 0. Yes, k equals to 4. So you got the value of k here. Now substitute the value of k in equation 2. Now the required equation of line becomes, line is, just substitute the value of plus, just put the value of k here, 4 equals to 0. So by either way the answer will be same. But so if you are able to do in both manners, in the both methods, it would be more beneficial for you. But for your time management, I would like to prefer you more like this methods. Okay, so you can do by either way. Okay, so without further delay, I'm going to start now 8C, and I'll start with this. Okay, with this part. Okay, this one is the most short and sweet and most convenient way. If you find this way more comfortable, you can do in this way also. First finding the slope, okay, then after just using the if it is parallel, then m1 must be equals to m2. If it is perpendicular, then m1 m2 must be equals to -1, and whatever value you get there, and the slope of another line, so you just substitute by using this formula. Okay, or you can also do by this method. In case of parallel, the portion up to this portion, it will remain unchanged, only the constant terms will get changed, and I will tell you what will happen if it is perpendicular. Okay, so without any further delay, I'm going to rub this. I hope you have understand this. Okay, let's move on to the number 8C. So you have to find the equation of line which passes through the point -1, -2, and perpendicular. In the previous we have parallel. Now here the given condition is perpendicular to the line 6x plus 7y equals to 42. Now look here how it is done. So I would like to make you more clear by drawing you a figure. Okay, so there is a line. So this line equation is 6x plus 7y is equals to 42. So this is the line. Okay, and you have to find the line which is perpendicular to this line, 6y plus 7y equals to 42, which is perpendicular to this line, and it passes through the point -1, -2. Okay, so the easiest way, I'll just like I explained, you have to suppose the equation of line perpendicular to this line. Okay, so that will be more not time consuming. Okay, let's move on to this here. Equation of line. So equation of line is given here, 6x plus 7y equals to 42. Yes, or you can also write 6x plus 7y minus 42. So suppose this is line I. Now in parallel case, this part will remain unchanged, and only these constant terms get changed. But what if perpendicular? Now equation of line perpendicular to line I is given by, look here, so here is 6x plus 7y. Okay, so you just have to interchange the what we call that, the coefficient of x and y in perpendicularity, in perpendicular lines, the lines perpendicular to a certain line. How do you suppose that? It's, you just have to just interchange the coefficient of each x and y. Suppose we have so let's write here x, y. Suppose here the coefficient of y is 7. Now the line perpendicular line, this line is given by, you have to interchange the coefficient of each variable. For example, x coefficient is 6 and y coefficient is 7. Now just interchange. Now 7 will be here, 7 will be the coefficient of x, and 6 will be the coefficient of y. So I have just interchanged the numbers. So in the previous, y, 7 was the coefficient of y. Now here the 7 will be the coefficient of x and 6 will be the coefficient of y. Just interchanging. And also there is plus sign, now it becomes minus. If there was minus, now that will becomes plus. Just interchange the sign also. Okay, you have to change the sign also. Plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. Now 7x minus 6y. Now the constant terms will also be changed, that we write here k equals to 0. So this is the equation 2, we suppose. So this equation will be this equation's line. Okay, so and this equation, this the equation that we have supposed of this line, now this equation passes through -1, -2. Now from that we will get the value of k. Since, now you write here, since line I passes through what? -1, -2. Yes, since line I passes through this one, then what you can write, you can just substitute the value. 7 into x we have -1, 6, and y we have -2, plus k equals to 0. Or this becomes -7 plus 6 to the 12 plus k equals to 0. Or this becomes -7 plus 12, that will becomes 5 plus k equals to 0, or k equals to -5. Now just put the value of k here, you will get the required equation of line. Therefore the required equation of line is 7x minus 6y. So instead of k, you just write here -5 equals to 0. So this is the required equation of line. Okay, so very easy, and this is how it is done. Now you got the idea how to suppose parallel lines and how to suppose the perpendicular lines. So without any further delay, I would like to move into the next question, that is 8e. Okay, so I'm going to rub this. If you haven't finished, then take a screenshot. Okay, now in 8e, we have to find the equation of line which passes through the point of intersection of the straight lines. So there are two straight lines. Okay, so there are two straight lines. One is this 3x plus 4y is equals to 7, and another line we have 5x minus 2y is equals to 3. So there are two lines here, and perpendicular to the line, so one line is given here, 2x plus 3y is equals to 5. So So find the equation of find the equation of line which passes through the point of intersection. So that line passes through the point of intersection of these two lines, and the line passing through the point of intersection of this line is perpendicular to this line, which makes the figure like this. Yes, now you can see here this line passes through the point of intersection of this line. Yes, this point is the intersection of these two lines, and this line is also perpendicular to this line. Okay, so this line. Yes, okay, you have to find the equation of this line. So in this case the idea is first solve this. Okay, first solve this, and after solving this you will get the point here. Okay, you have solved the, you know how to solve the simultaneous equation. Okay, by you can do either by simultaneous elimination method or by substitution method. I would prefer more substitution method, that will be more useful. Okay, so first you get the point. After getting the point, you know how to suppose the line perpendicular to this line. Yes, and just substitute the value of the x and y in there, whatever you get point here. So substitute the value of x and y, and then after the finding the value of k, then you just replace the value of k by there, and that will be the required equation of line. Now let's get into it. First solve these two lines here. Equation of lines given are, one is 3x plus 4y is equals to 7. I'm going to use substitution method. Okay, I can further write this 7 minus 4y, or x equals to 7 minus 4y divided by 3. I'll suppose this equation I. And another line we have 5x minus 2y is equals to 3, or 5. Now I want to replace this x by 7 minus 4y. This is called substitution method. 7 minus 4y divided by 3 minus 2y is equals to 3. Now just simplify this. 7 5 7 is 35. 5 4 is 20y. You take LCM 3 to the 6y divided by 3 is equals to 3. Or now 35 minus 20 minus 20 minus 6, 26y it will becomes, and 3 times 3 that will becomes 9 here. Okay, now 35 minus 9 is equals to 26y. Okay, so I move the y variable on the right hand side. Now 35 minus 9, that will be 26 is equals to 26y. Now here you will get the value of y is equals to 1. Okay, now substitute the value of y either in this equation or in this equation, doesn't matter. You get now what will be the value of x? X will be 7 minus 4y divided by 3. 7 minus 4 times y we have 1 divided by 3. So 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 divided by 3, that will be 3 by 3, which is 1. Therefore, that point xy, that the point of intersection is x is 1 and y is also 1. Okay, so this point of intersection is 1 1. Now you have to find the equation perpendicular to this line. We have to suppose. Now equation of line perpendicular to line which 2x plus 3y is equals to 5 is given by okay. So in perpendicular lines, in parallel lines 2x plus 3y will not change, but in perpendicular lines you have to change the middle sign and also the coefficient. You have to interchange the coefficient of each x and y variable. So given by this will be, you just write here x and y, this plus sign becomes negative, and this variable of y becomes in the variable of x, and this variable of x will be in the variable of y, and the constant terms will also get changed, plus k equals to 0. 1, let's suppose this is 2. Okay, since line double I passes through passes through 1 1, then 3 into 1 minus 2 into 1, just substitute the value, or 3 minus 2 plus k is equals to 0, or 1 plus k equals to 0, or k is equals to minus 1. Yes, therefore REQUI required equation of line is, yes, just substitute the value of k here, 3x minus 2y, just substitute the value of k by minus 1. This is the required equation of line. It's easy. Okay, only the process has been a little bit lengthy because of this part. Okay, because of this part you have to solve this part, and that in that way the process has become a little bit lengthy. Now the process is same. Okay, you have to just find the point here, and after that you can suppose the equation of line perpendicular to this line, just according to the situation given. Okay, condition given there, and this is how it is done. Okay, so without any further delay, I would like to move on to the next question. I hope you are able to understand the questions. First of all, you have to understand the questions in a clear manner. Okay, so only after that it's better to make figure. Okay, so with figure you will not be much confused. Okay, so after this we'll be moving on to the next questions, that is 8 FGH. Okay, so I'm going to rub this. Okay, as in 8E and 8F also the same condition here. So the condition is slightly different from the 8E, because in 8E we have perpendicular to this line. Now the line is parallel to this line, and the line passes through the intersection of this point, intersection of this line. The line passes through the point of intersection of this line. How will get the intersection of this point? Just solving this equation, yes, these two equations, you will get the point of intersection, and the line you have to suppose is the line which is parallel to this line. You know what to suppose in that case. So let's go into that. First, find the point of intersection here. Here, lines. Here, lines 2x minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So let's move. I'll try to make this x alone here, or you can also here is another. So this is I. Another equation we have, x plus 2y is equals to 3. Here x is already alone, that's y. Okay, 3, let's to the other side, that's dv, this be double I. Now from just substitute the value of x in here, from I and double I you can write. So from I we can write 2x minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. Now substitute the value of x from this 2, line 2. 2 into x, we have 3 minus 2y minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. 2 is a 6 minus 2 is a 4y minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. 6 7y plus 1 equals to 0, or 7 minus 7y equals to 0, or 7 equals to 7y, or y equals to, you get 1. Just divide y, this 7 goes to the denominator of the side, you will get the value of y equals to 1. Now since you get the value of y is equals to 1, now you just substitute the value of y there in double I. We get x equals to 3 minus 2y, 3 minus 2 into 1, that is also 1. So the point of intersection you get here is also 1, 1. Now the line parallel to line, which line? This 4x plus 3y is equals to 12 is given by this part will remain unchanged, 4x plus 3y, only the constant terms get changed. Okay, so we suppose that by k. Let's this be line triple I. Okay, since again this line passes through 1 1, point of intersection of this line, since line triple I passes through which 1 1, then just substitute the value of 4 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus k equals to 0. This becomes 7 plus k equals to 0, or k equals to minus 7. Yes, this is the value of k. Now therefore the equation of line is, just replace the value of k by minus 7. 4x plus 3y, just replace the value of k by minus 7. Minus 7 is equals to 0. This is the required equation of line. This is how it is done. So without further delay, I'll move on to the number 8z. Okay, so if you don't have any problem, I'll move on to number 8z. Okay, I'm going to rub this. Okay. So in number z, you have to find the equation of this line which is perpendicular to the line joining two points P and Q. Okay, so this perpendicular line divides this PQ line in the ratio 3:2. So divides the line joining the points PQ in the ratio of 2:3 and perpendicular to it. Yes, so this is the figure. Try to understand. Now look here. In this case, how do you find the equation of line PQ? First, find the equation of line PQ. Equation of line joining points P minus 1 minus 4 and Q 7 1 is given by the formula is, you have already read that in the class 9 also, is given by y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 s and x minus x1. So in this case, you suppose this x1 y1 and this here q x2 y2. Okay, now just replace the value according to this. Now we can write y minus y1. y1 we have this minus 4. y2 we have 1 minus y1 minus 4. x2 we have 7 minus 1. X minus x1 we have, yes, minus 1. Okay, just remove the bracket. Plus 4. Now this becomes 1 plus 4 divided by 7 plus 1. And here x plus 1. So y plus 4 is equals to 4 plus 1 5, 7 plus 1 8. Now you just cross multiply this. Y plus 4 is equals to 5 by 8. 5, oh okay, I'm going to multiply 8 by here. Cross multiply in 5 times. X plus 1 or 8y plus 8 fours are 8 fours 32. 5x plus 5. Try to move to the here you can write 5x minus 8y minus 32 plus 5. Okay, so 5x minus 8y. So what will this become? 32 minus 2 plus 2, this becomes minus 30. 27 equals to 0. Yes. Okay. So this is the equation of PQ line. Okay. Now we have to find the point R here. Yes. Because since you have to find the equation of this perpendicular line, and the same line divides this line PQ M1 in the ratio M1 is to 3 is to 2. So M1 will be 3 and M2 will be 2. This is the ratio, okay? Not to get confused. This is not the slope. This is the ratio. So we got this is the equation of PQ line. Okay. First, you have to find the point of intersection. The point which this perpendicular line divides this PQ line in the ratio 3 is to 2. So in that case you use section formula. Now by using section formula you will get the value point R. Rxy will be, what will be the formula? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2 M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Now just substitute the value. M1 we have 3 and x2 7 plus M2 we have 2 and x1 we have minus 1. Similarly, M1 plus M2 3 plus 2. Here also M1 we have 3, y2 we have 1 plus M2 2 and y1 we have minus 4. Just substitute the value 3 plus 2. You can directly use the calculator, okay? That will be more faster. Okay, here will be 19 by 5 and another will be 3 minus 2 plus 8 another will be minus y or minus 1. So here we got the point here, r point 19 by 5 minus 1 as this is the point. This is the point which the perpendicular line which we have to find divides the line PQ in the ratio 3:2. Now after this, after finding this point, now you have to suppose the line, now the line perpendicular to line PQ. Now the line perpendicular to line PQ. So PQ, that is which equation? Equation of PQ is 5x minus 8y minus 27 equals to 0. So now the line perpendicular to line PQ, that is 5x minus 8y minus 27 equals to 0 is given by just interchange the coefficient of x and y. So x, y. So we have 8 here, 8 will be here, and 5 here, 5 will be here, plus k equals to 0. And this here is negative sign. Now negative sign becomes positive. Is given by this. Let this suppose double I. Okay. You can also suppose this I. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Now, since now this line passes through this point R 19.5 minus 1. Now you get the reason why we have to find this point. So I'm not going to the space is occupied here. I'm going to rub this question and this question. You will not be needing that. Yes. Okay. Okay. Since line I passes through point what R 19.5 minus 1, then equation I is 8x plus 5y plus k equals to 0. Now just substitute the value of x here. X will be 19 by 5 plus y will be minus 1 plus k equals to 0. Now just calculate the value in the calculator. Okay. So 18 into 9, 18 into 19, into 19, 8 into 19, 19 divided by 5, plus minus 5, that will be, yes, 8 into 19, 8 into 19 by 5 minus 5 is equals to 127. Yes, 127 by 5 plus k equals to 0. Well, I have to check it. Or k equals to minus 127 divided by 5. Now substitute the value of k in the line I. Therefore, the required equation of line is 8x plus 5y. Just substitute the value of k by minus 127 by 5 equals to 0. You can leave it up to here. It doesn't matter. Okay, the answer will be right. So in the book, the question, the answer will be represented in this way, just by taking the LCM 5. Okay, or you can leave the equation here. Okay, the answer will be correct. Okay, there will be no marks deductions. Okay, so after this, if you want to make the answer of the book, just take the LCM 5. Okay, if you take the LCM 5 here, 5 it's a 40x, 40x plus 5 5 is a 25, 25y minus 127 equals to 0. This 5 will diminish with the 0. Now the remaining becomes 4x plus 25y minus 127 equals to 0 is the equation of line according to book I. Yes. Now you don't need to make it up to here. You can just leave here, leave it here. Okay, answer will be correct. So without further delay, I would like to move on to the another question, that is 8 adds. Yes. Okay, 8 adds. Okay, I think this will be the last question for our video. Okay, for today's video. Okay, so without further delay, if you so uh, for other information, you can also do in another way, just finding this slope. Okay, finding this point and finding this slope, and the slope perpendicular to this line will be, you have to apply the what we call that, the condition of perpendicularity, that is m1 and m2, the product of m1 and m2 must be equals to -1. From that you will get the value of m2. Okay, so m2, while considering m1 and m2, don't mix up the value with this ratio. Okay, so that's why I have taken the equation of pq first. After finding the pq first, then I have find the point here by using section formula. After finding the point, I have supposed the line perpendicular to line this pq. Okay, after finding yes, after supposing the line perpendicular to this line, then after, since this line passes through this point, and substitute the value of that point, you will get the value of k, and just substitute the value of k in these equations, you will get this equation. Okay, you can leave it here. On further simplification, by taking 5 LCM, you will get this. Okay, so this and this same. Okay, doesn't matter if you leave here or if you leave here, doesn't matter, same. The marks will not deduct it if you leave it here. Okay, it will be right. Okay, look. Okay, now without any further delay, I would like to start at number 8 adds. So I'm going to rub this. Okay, okay. Okay, this one will be the last questions for today's video. Okay, number 8 adds. So in the questions, you have to find the equation of this line. This line, which passes through the centroid of this triangle, yes, and the vertices of triangle 4 5. This point A, B, and C. The vertices of A, B, and C is given. From that, you will get the value of this centroid Z, X, Y. So after that, this line passes through the centroid of this point Z. Okay, centroid Z, and parallel to this line. Yes, and parallel S. So you have to find the equation of line which is parallel to this point, to this line, and is also passes through the point of centroid of this triangle ABC. So the idea first we have to find is this point. After finding this point, you have to suppose the line that is parallel to this line. So while you suppose this portion get it will not be changed, only the constant terms get changed, and after that whatever point you find here, this point Z, centroid, so you also know you have to know the formula for the centroid of this of the triangle. So here, after getting this, then finding the value of k and just substituting the value of k, just like we did in the previous question. Okay, now first try to get this point centroid. Okay, now centroid of triangle ABC. So how do you get that? GXY is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and x1 uh, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Okay, so after this x1, suppose this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, x3 y3. Okay, you can suppose whatever you want, in whatever, in whatever direction you want to suppose, it doesn't matter. Okay, x1, I've supposed this 4 plus 1 plus minus 4, 4 plus 1 plus minus 4 divided by 3. Okay, and another 5 plus 2 plus minus 5, 5 plus 2 plus minus 5 divided by, from this you will get 1 by 3 here and another 2 by 3. Okay, so you get the centroid point here, 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. Now after that you have to suppose the equation parallel to this line. Now equation of line parallel to line, 7x plus 5y is equals to 35 is given by 7x plus 5y, that will be remain unchanged, only the constant get changed. So this is the equation of line parallel to this line. So after this, since this line, yes, this line, since I passes through the centroid, yes, centroid we have got through the point or centroid 1 3 2 3, we get, just substitute the value, 7 into 1 by 3 plus 5 into 2 by 3 plus k equals to 0, or okay, so on further simplification, this will be 7 by 3 plus this will be 5 to the 10, 10 by 3 plus k equals to 0. Now just take this 3, 7 plus 10 plus k equals to 0. Now 7 plus 10, that will be 17 by 3 plus k, or k equals to minus 17 by. Now just substitute the value of k equals to minus 17 by 3 in this equation. You will get the required equation. Now the required equation is 7x plus 5y, we have k minus 17 by 3 equals to 0. You can leave it up to here, you can leave here, okay, it doesn't matter. Or if you want to get the answer of the textbook, then you just take the 3 LCM, that will be 3 7 21x, 3 times 5 15y minus 17 equals to 0, or move 3 to the other side, it will get cancelled with the 0, minus 3 becomes 3 becomes, it will 3 times 0, that will be 0, or 21x plus 15y is equals to, let's move minus 17 to the other side, it becomes positive. So you can leave answer up to here, or if you want to further simplify, you can represent answer up to here. Okay, if you leave here, then that will be okay, no marks deduction, so both are correct. Okay, so by saying this, I'd like to end this video here, and if you find my video more convenient and more useful, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and spread my video to your friend circles if they find this video more useful. Okay, so without by saying this, I would like to end this video here. we'll be starting the next video, next content of this. We have finished number 8, so 9 and 10 will finish on the next video. So until then, goodbye, take care, and please stay healthy. Okay.